Hey guys, how you doing? This is Carlos from YuGiOh again. I just want to give you a little information about safety while playing the game, meaning more safety, not for your health or anything like that, but more of your cards. Just the other day, I think this yesterday, which was September 1st, my son and I went to one of our local places that we go to go play, and we got our synchro deck basically stolen. Of course, my son is very upset. I'm very upset, and I don't believe that the way that they stole it. I'll explain to you exactly how they stole it, and then I'll teach you different ways of what you need to do to prevent this from happening to you or to anybody that you know. So let's just say yesterday it was actually not little man that lost it. It was actually me that lost it. What happened was I was playing a game against somebody, and at the edge of the table, let's say this is the edge of the table right here, my deck was here, my graveyard was here, and my synchros were actually right next to my graveyard. Now they were face down, but this is probably the third game that I was playing against my opponent, so I had already synchroed many synchros already. And I left my synchros down just like this so that my opponent doesn't know exactly which synchros I'm going to be bringing out. And somebody on my left side, on this side here, actually asked me a question that I had to turn around and look over at. They had asked me something about if I had some Six Samurai cards for trade. I looked and I said, no, I don't. By the time I looked back, I went to continue playing my game. I went to synchro, and when I went to go grab my synchros, they were gone. Now, I believe that I was set up, because in order for that guy to ask me about that, that was the only way for me to get distracted. Other than that, my synchros were always right here, and I was always playing. Now, I don't want this to happen to any of you guys out there that watch this here, so I'm going to actually show you things that I've told my son many a times to do, which I didn't do today, to prevent any of your cards from going missing, or getting stolen, I should say. And the funniest thing out of this whole story is that my son actually did tell me, myself, why do I have my synchros out here, that I should do exactly what I'm going to explain to you guys. Because I tell him to do that all the time, and I told him, don't worry buddy, I'm here playing, it's not going to happen, you know, and boom, it happens. But what I want to tell you is, one, always get a deck box. You don't necessarily have to get this particular deck box, but get a deck box. Reason being, you can keep your synchros inside there, you can keep your whole entire deck inside there, and I'm not saying that you guys don't know about this, but what you can do with this deck box is, when you have your synchros while you're playing, either A, you can keep it in front of you or around you, or what I would actually do from here on out, because what happened to me yesterday was they were around me. I would actually put this inside my bag that I carry with the cards that we have. So keep your synchros inside the box that you have, put it inside your bag, and whenever you need them, whenever you need any cards from the deck box, that's when you go into your bag to go get your cards that you need. Number two, what I would say is when you're playing, don't try to show off all the cards that you have. Reason being, people start seeing that you have a lot of nice cards, a lot of expensive cards, they're gonna want to take them. That's just the nature of the way things are out here. Unfortunately, it does happen. So what I would say is, keep the cards in the deck box. They don't know exactly what you have, so therefore they're not going to bother you. Now, with your deck itself, while you're playing and you have, let's say, expensive cards inside your deck, I wouldn't, let's say if you happen to be playing with 2 or 3 pots of duality, which pot of duality is the hot card right now, don't go showing off saying that I got 2 or 3 pots. Especially if you're a younger guy, people are going to look at you, and if you're not with friends or anything like that, they may be waiting for you later on to steal your stuff or figure out a way to take your stuff. What I would always say is, Bring a bag with you and keep that bag on your possession at all times. Not necessarily that it has to be on your back when you're playing, but at least when you're playing somebody, you keep the bag right in front of your feet or underneath your feet, so that if somebody tries to get it, you're gonna feel that somebody's trying to get it. I feel bad about this. I mean, the synchro cards that were stolen from us were two Stardust Dragons, two Black Rose Dragons, what else? Goyo Guardian, Catastor, which was a dual terminal 1/1. What else? Red Dragon Arcanite Magician, Magical Android, one Scrap. What's the new one that came out? But that Scrap Synchro for 7 that you got from the preview. And a bunch more stuff. There was a total of 12 synchros that got stolen. So what I would say is always keep a bag with you. Put your cards inside your bag. The only cards that you should probably have out when you're playing is, of course, your deck itself. And if you happen to have cards inside your deck that are very expensive, I would just say be careful, because when you play them, even when you put them in your graveyard, make sure you know where your graveyard is at, because you never know what could happen that all of a sudden your graveyard, somebody distracts you and your graveyard's missing too. So other than that, if I know anything else that pops up about keeping your cards safe, oh, I just remembered one more thing. And never, when you trade, never, ever, ever leave your binder with somebody and then walk away. Don't ever do that, because cards can go missing from your binder real easily. Second, don't ever hand somebody your binder without them handing you their binder. And never move away from you're doing that. You always want to keep an eye on your cards. You want to know where everything's at. Speak to people when they start selecting cards out of your deck. You know, would you trade this? Say yes, say no. Don't let them always just take out every single card that they want, because at that point people come in, oh, what are you trying to trade? You know, let's say it's these 3 cards, or what do you got to trade? Next thing you know, a couple more people, next thing you know, this one's missing. So please just be careful with your stuff. My son is actually was crying on the ride home because of the synchros being missing. So if anybody happens to know where they went, and you guys know exactly where we play at, I don't want to give the place a bad name, but I could tell you more than likely we're not going to be going there again in a long time. But if anybody knows anything, please private message me, email me, let me know, so that we can get some of these cards back. All right, thanks, have a good one, bye.